on the eve of departure, literally, he found a suspicious lump behind his ear. And being a trained medical doctor, he said, I think I need to go and see a doctor about this before we actually leave the continent. And the doctor said, I don't think you should be leaving the continent or go on any trip right now. You need to have this looked at, and you need to fly back to Sydney. We're already up in far north Queensland at this point. We were sort of traveling up the continent and making our way across to New Zealand, in fact. And then it turned out it was the melanoma had spread. It had spread to the lungs and the lymph nodes. And that was a turning point in our relationship, obviously, because suddenly we were on these separate journeys when we had been on this journey together, because he was faced with his mortality. And I don't know how I would react if I were in that situation. He became irritable. He became short. He wanted everything had to be only about him, which obviously I understood. But there was just no room for anything to do with my needs. And this was also my long service leave. So that turned into a journey through hospitals. We had to find alternative arrangements because we didn't actually have anywhere to go back to live, because we had sublet our home. And that became very strenuous on the relationship. And inevitably there were, tensions and cracks. But, we were committed to make this work. He also had a tendency to be he was very absorbed in texting. He had I'm an introvert and he was an extrovert. And so he had to have contact and set up, appointments with his friends every day, all the time. It drove me a little bit mad, but I said, yeah, whatever, that's his thing. So he was forever on the phone and on email, and I never paid any attention. And of course his phone was locked. I didn't have the password to his inbox, and why would I? I didn't need it. So I was never really suspicious about all that crazy activity. And also he was a frequent traveler back home.